Well, I feel kind of like somebody done siphoned all the gas out of my tank, but I did say in the last video that we had an official depth chart. Now, official doesn't mean anything is written in stone. It is July. We haven't started fall camp, so this is really just sort of something for media days, and we'll talk about it. A few surprises, at least enough to make it worth talking about. I'll kind of go through parts of it quickly. Offensive backfield, not a single surprise. Garrett Green, then Markiel, Donaldson, and White are listed as or. Tight end, Taylor, then Davis. Now, let's see. We do get into some things here with the receivers. Slot, we have Gallagher and then Farmer. The X, Clement or Bray. Z, Fox or Ray. And then the offensive line, Milam and Williams. Left tackle, left guard, Remack and Weedman. Center, Yates, Livingston. Right guard, Hubbard and Cray. Right tackle, Malone and Bosley. Defensive side, at one end there we have Sean Martin backed up by T.J. Jackson and Taurus Simmons. Nose tackle, I'm a little surprised we have Mulba or Russell. I thought Mulba was ahead significantly. Gabriel as third there. At the other end or tackle we have Vesterennen and Redwood. Spur, Bradley, then French, and I think that'll become an or. Linebacker, we have Lathan at Mike, followed by Beiser or Carico. A little surprising that there's an or. And Will, we have Trotter or Cutter. I do think Trotter will eliminate the or, but Cutter will get a lot of snaps. One cornerback, Hollis, Spells, and Fagan. Of course, Spells is still injured, but other corner is Garnes and Crandall or Jordan Jackson. Spear, Burks and Jennings. Safety, we do get some surprises. I'll go back to the surprises here after I read the whole list. But at Cat, we have Josiah Jackson or Kokora Tarnu, followed by Israel Boyce. And at free, we have Anthony Wilson, followed by Jaheim Joseph. Do a quick run through special teams, and I'm not going to do anything detailed with those because they did not really practice special teams in spring. None of this will really play out until fall camp. Kicker is Hayes, holder Bechtel, punter Straw, long snapper Brinkman, kick returners Clement and Fox, punt returner Fox and Gallagher. All right, now surprises there. With receiver, you might notice that Justin Robinson is not listed. I don't even know if he has started working out with the team yet, so where would you put him? Now, slot, we have Gallagher backed up by Farmer. I don't really consider Farmer to be the second option because Bray and Fox and maybe some others will move from wide to slot. Guys will be moving around. So rather than seeing Farmer there, I think we will see one of the guys currently listed as wide. Williams did not make the two deep. It's not really surprising, but kind of wish he would work his way up to getting some snaps, and some good snaps. The wides are all listed as or and or, and it may stay that way the entire season. I've said in other videos that we're going to do a lot of rotating among the top receivers. Who starts and who gets the most snaps, who gets the most targets, may all be different things. A lot will depend on hot hand. Again, no surprises that I can think of with the line. Some questions as to whether or, I mean, somewhere during the season things could change at a couple of those positions. Don't know that they will, but they might. On the defensive side, I certainly expect Carrico to eliminate the or. I figure Lathan and Trotter will be the starters, with Carrico and Carrico and Cutter getting lots of snaps. Carrico could take over as a starter. We'll see. But at the very least, we have 4 guys who will play a lot, followed by Beiser, who will likely play some. At the corners, a lot of that is just a matter of course, Fagan is listed 3rd. He hasn't had a chance to do anything yet, so he may work forward from there. The safeties are maybe the biggest surprise. Last year, Wilson was the starter at Cat and Burks at Free. Burks has moved to Spear. Not a surprise. We knew that was coming. Assumption was that Joseph was going to take over at Free and Wilson would start at the Cat, same as last year, with some pressure maybe from Tarnu. So it's nice having Jackson showing there as a potential starter. It suggests that he has developed well, but becomes confusing why Joseph, has moved to Free and is behind Wilson. Don't know if it just means, this is who is developing best. Joseph was injured for the last part of spring camp, was not believed to be anything serious. Maybe it's a little more serious and has, slowed his progression. Don't really know. But hey, I did mention with the video on the defensive backs, we have depth. So we do have the possibility of all of these, things playing out in various ways. We have multiple quality players. So it's a little surprising. It is not worrisome. It is not problematic. It is simply seeing how things work out. And of course, Neal Brown has been known to use depth charts as motivation tools. So how all of this will really play out, well, we get to watch it, starting here in just a few weeks in fall camp. And there may be more changes week to week during the season than there were last year, not counting the beginning of last year when we had some injuries and some guys who just weirdly didn't pan out. But there is your potential, for the moment, 2 deep, in a few cases 3 deep. To give us something to talk about here, up and down, off and on, for the next week or so, and then we will go from there. I do still need to do an update on recruiting status, and hey, we've still got 1 more room to cover for the Reasonable Doubt series. That is the quarterbacks. That'll be fun. So come on back, tell your friends, all those sort of good things. and I'll see you later.